Hi everyone, it's Alan Schimmel of DevOps.com and DevOps TV here at Jenkins World. We're happy to have another guest, another DevSecOps person, but another speaker here at Jenkins World as well, and that's Juni Mukherjee.
Yes, you got it.
Juni is the author of a soon-to-be published book. We have an early release copy of it here, called The Power of Continuity in DevSecOps. Juni, welcome.
Thank you very much.
So tell us about the book.
So this is my second book, and my first one was Continuous Delivery Pipeline, Where Does It Choke? So I was mostly going through pitfalls which enterprises, startups should avoid. I decided to follow it up with a second book, which is the core design of a pipeline. So the first one was what you should not do. The second one is what you should do. And I have a weird angle in this book, as in I wanted to apply domain-driven design to continuous delivery pipeline. Domain-driven design, like DDD, was authored by Eric Evans and did very well in the industry. And we don't really have a standardized design for pipelines, so I thought I'll play that angle. And I've socialized it in a few conferences so far to see how people, react to it. And they were fine. Like, this is a new approach. I think they are, adapting to it well.
Okay.
So then I thought I'll just finish the book. I think I'm a month away from final release. It's already in pre-order. So
great.
So then, it's kind of exciting.
So, and of course you're speaking here at Jenkins World in a little bit.
Yeah.
And you're talking on the DevSecOps stuff or the pipeline?
It's a specific chapter that I picked from this book. It's called Segregation of Duties. And it's been one of the pain points that enterprises are facing. And some of the issues are technical, some of the issues are political, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So I decided to bring it to Jenkins World and have an open discussion.
So share with our audience, what do you mean by segregation of duties?
So, the original definition, which is not, again, it's not a DevOps thing. Segregation of duties, if you see it in the U.S. Constitution, it's how the American government is formed, right?
Checks and balances.
Checks and balances, separation of powers. So there are three branches to the American government. It's judicial, it's legislative, it's executive.
Yes.
And then the reason we set it up that way is that no one group can have too much control. That way, it doesn't violate the rights of American people. But in DevOps or in enterprises, we don't know who the powers are. So it could be Dev, QA, release operations. It could be DevOps or InfoSec. It could be platform. It could be tools and infrastructure. It could be governance, risk, compliance, legal. So the fun part is we don't know the powers. We can't separate the powers as easily as we can in the U.S. government. Right? So I applied some methods in one of my clients, and I tried things out. Some of those worked, actually. So I want to share with that. It's not like that same thing will apply to every enterprise. I don't expect that. But at least we have to bring this to the table, share it with everybody so that they know that it's not that hard.
Right.
You've got to give it a shot and maybe it'll work. So that's what I'm going to try.
So, sharing your political analogy, I tend to think of DevOps as more communists, where we're all, but not communist Russian dictatorship, pure communism, Marx.
Yeah.
Where we're all working together on one committee to stay with that mindset.
Yeah.
And the problem is, if you're all one committee, how do you define groups within the committee if we're all equal and we all wear the same clothes and the mouse suit or whatever?
Yeah.
Right? How you have responsibility for this, I have responsibility for that. Why? How? Where is the demarcation?
Sure.
Or do we share, and today you're in charge, tomorrow I'm in charge, depending on what the job is. Now, the problem with that, though, it's just like in pure communism, it sounds great. The devil's in the details and in human nature. We all tend to get a little territorial. We all tend to want to control things.
Yeah.
And it would be interesting, and I'm sure you're going to play it out as part of your consulting, how you really can do this while maintaining that DevOps communism, if you will.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And it'd be an interesting study.
It is, right, and that's what I bring in this talk is you have a pipeline. Let's not divide it and this is my part of the pipeline, this is your part. Let the pipeline be the pipeline, right? It's for the customer. It's not for you, it's not for me. But then there are gates within the pipeline, and then we can define the gates in such a way that everybody has a part to play in that gate. So that's how the concerns are separated, but without really the infighting between departments.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, Juni, you've got to go get to your presentation.
Yes.
Good luck with the book. It sounds fantastic.
Thank you.
And we'll speak to you soon.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for being our guest.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is Alan Schimmel for DevOps.com, DevOps TV here at Jenkins World. Have a great day.